product has two pages. This is, let us say, a page called index, and this is a page called product. Any page we can call it. We want to learn how to navigate from this page to the other page. We will have an anchor link, and when you click this anchor link you should go to the second page, and when you click this anchor link you should come back to the first page. Now you might say me that what is the big deal about it? Use simple href and all, and it will work. You are right, but ASP.NET Core provides a much standard way. It provides a very standard way, even though it might be an overkill for an anchor, but it has long-term benefits, and the preferred way of using this method for anchor to navigation continues to be the same. Don't use href, use the standard way that I am going to explain now. So let us come to it step by step, and then I'll have a project where you can see it in action also. So how is it done? Because as I told you, there are long-term benefits of learning these. So let us say we have an add page directive at the top. This gives it the color of a razor page. Here you must add another directive called add tag helper. This I will explain to you through a project also, because I'll be doing the project in a moment, and then you will see it there also. A simple application I've created for interpage navigation. Add tag helper. Now what is this? This directive actually makes some magic into your razor page, by which when you write an anchor link, it gives you some more attributes. These attributes are understood by ASP.NET Core, but ASP.NET Core can understand those attributes only if you have added this magic at the top. So this is required for a proper functioning of your anchors as per the standard way of navigation. It not only applies to an anchor, it will apply later on to an input tag also, to a text area also, to radio buttons, checkboxes, to form also, and it has many uses. So what I was talking is that if you add this at the top, then your anchor is able to interpret many attributes, and these attributes make it easier for you to tell the anchor where it has to go. So let me first of all write what is this completely, because it is not one single directive. It's actually written like this: add tag helper, then make a small space, write a star, comma. It has to be written like this, and usually I prefer to copy paste it. And you might also after some time start preferring to use the copy paste method. Microsoft dot single line. It is single line, even though I'm moving to the next line. ASP.NET Core Microsoft dot ASP.NET Core dot MVC dot tag helpers. So this is one single statement in a single line. This must be present on your razor page. Now what are the attributes when you will want to navigate? The attribute that we will need for present case is that you write ASP hyphen page is equal to, just give the name of the page where you want to go. If I want to go to the product, I will write it product. No need to write product.cshtml. Only write the name of the razor page. And then you can close this and maybe write everything as usual, product, and close it. So this is how it will actually function. When you click this, it will take you to the product page, because ASP.NET Core will use this and this information to generate the correct anchor link. Obviously browser has to understand the anchor links. So ASP.NET Core will convert this story into the right anchor link. Now here I have an opportunity of telling one more thing, that Let us take the example of a simple anchor link. In this, an ASP.NET Core developer, he has added an attribute. Now your web developer is also going to work with you. Now a web developer will simply able to see that this must be some attribute used by a web developer, web designer I'm saying. Web designer will have to work with you, and web designer will be able to at least understand that ASP-page must be some attribute used by a web developer, and he is free to add his own style, class and all, anything that he uses, a web designer uses to give color to an anchor link or whatever. So these actually fit into the whole story without disrupting, without requiring a web designer to know ASP.NET Core. A web designer only needs to know his